Disconnect from your daily routine and let us take you to Tambopata. Welcome to the Peruvian Amazon. We are right now at Tambopata, southeast of Peru, just a 30 minutes flight from Cusco or hour and a half from Lima. This is one of the most privileged rainforests in South America, not only because of its diversity, but it is part of the largest natural corridor of protected areas. It brings together the Tambopata National Reserve, the Baguaja-Sonene National Park, the Manu National Park, and we are next to Madiri National Park in Bolivia. This is more than 30,000 kilometers of protected forest. To have a better picture, just imagine the Tambopata National Reserve is twice the size of the territory of Singapore. It is a huge area of protected pristine forest. This is the heart of the largest diversity in the world with the top opportunities for wildlife encounters. While we navigate the Tambopata River, we invite you to take a deep breath and enjoy the beautiful landscape that surrounds. But keep an eye on the muddy shore, as this is the favorite place to relax for some wildlife. Birds, caimans, or even the elusive jaguar. As there, if we look carefully, we can see a capybara, the largest rodents in the world, very well camouflaged, lying down on the riverbank. Let's have a closer view. The capybaras are related to the guinea pigs, and while they can spend most of their time near water, our researchers from the Amazon Camp project, through the big grid of camera traps that we have inside of the National Reserve, and with the help of hundreds of citizen scientists around the world, have detected that they walk through the forest searching for food or for mating. They usually are in big family groups and are very sociable. Here in Tambopata, you can see them easily, as every ecotourism company, as well as the local people, are committed on sharing the importance of preserving this forest to keep the harmony between species, just like the native communities have been doing it for 100 years, becoming the real guardians of the rainforest.
Let's walk together through the forest. If you look around, you will see that everything works in perfect harmony. The river, the wind, the plants, the animals. Did you hear that? Those are spider monkeys. Locally they are known as maquisapas, which in Quechua means big hands, and those become very helpful when swinging and moving gracefully between branches, similar to the old world gibbons. Maquisapas are very active. Although they could spend half of the day resting and the other half eating the fruits they find while traveling and searching through the forest canopy, a place where they like to hang out and sometimes share with howler monkeys. And let me tell you why I say sometimes. It's because of how a local myth goes about how their friendship ended and why maquisapas have only 4 fingers. The myth goes with the mischievous howler monkey playing by himself when the maquisapa arrived. "Maquisapa," said the howler, "how come you have 5 fingers?" And hiding one of his, continues, "Look, I only have 4, and it looks great. Don't you want to look nicer?" The gullible maquisapa trusted his friend and decided to take out his thumbs. After a while, they met again. Excited, the maquisapa showed his hands with pride. And the howler says, "But what have you done?" "I have 5 fingers, and my hands look much better than yours." Since that day, every time they meet on the forest canopy, the howler is chased by the maquisapa trying to redeem his pride. In Peru, spider monkeys are one of the species most affected by habitat destruction caused by the growing human presence. Having the opportunity to see maquisapas in the Tambopata National Reserve is a good indicator of the forest quality and health, and that ecotourism is an important tool for the species conservation efforts. This could be one of the most peaceful places in the world. There are signs of life that thrive through the trees, the land, and the water under your feet. Amazonian lakes were once part of the rivers, meanders that were isolated. They are in a dynamic transformation to one day become part of the forest. Meanwhile, they are home to many species who find in its calm waters the perfect place to live. Fish like piranha, for example, prefer to live here where they find abundant food. Did you know that most piranhas feed on fruits? That's right, they wait for the monkeys to pass by the edge of these lakes, dropping the fruits into the water, as if they knew piranhas were waiting for them to feed. But there is someone else who enjoys living in the lakes. Giant river otters are very sociable animals. They love spending time together on the shores of a lake, on fallen logs, while resting or grooming one another when they are not fishing. Half a century ago, their skin was highly valued in global markets. Hunting and trade ended the species in many South American countries, since they are animals with no natural enemies. Today, they are no longer wanted for the skin, but the species is still threatened by illegal mining and fishing. Feel the heat that wraps around you and the wind touching your face. As we go deeper into the forest, the city and your routines are being left behind, letting you connect with nature. While going down the river towards the Tambopata National Reserve, we can enjoy the magnificent landscape that the jungle gives us with its unparalleled beauty. Suddenly, the Amazon forest feels more and more dense. Riverbanks serve as resting and basking spots for caimans, who seek the heat of the sun's rays to raise their body temperature. But these are not the only predators that make these banks their domains. Resting among the fallen logs, the majestic jaguar observes his kingdom. Unlike leopards, jaguars have delicate designs within the black rosettes of their fur, which when mixed with the ochre tones of it, allow them to camouflage perfectly with the colors of the riverside landscapes. Jaguars enjoy walking and resting along the riverbanks like no other animal. That is why 4 out of 10 visitors that reach this part of the natural protected area are lucky enough to observe them. Seeing a jaguar in its natural habitat is indeed impressive. Its imposing presence is a pleasure to the eyes. An adult jaguar needs at least 40 square miles of healthy forest in order to live peacefully and safely. Here, they feed on a great diversity of mammals of different sizes, including white-leaf peccaries and capybaras. Forest fragmentation due to illegal mining and agricultural practices poses the major threat to the jaguar population of Amazonian rainforest. That is why we call the jaguar an umbrella species, because if we keep its territory intact, we not only protect its habitat, but also conserve the biodiversity and the ecosystems part of it. Explorers reaching the Tambopata National Reserve contribute in an essential way to the preservation of the majestic jaguar.